Okay, welcome back. We are here at the Lindbergh Field in San Diego, California, with our T-33 jet trainer, built by Lockheed, of course, um, sitting cold and dark on the ground, and we want to get it all set and ready and to taxi out to the active. There are a few simulator things we have to do, and then there's real pilot checklist things we also have to do to get this happening. First thing we have to do is we have to get this rain cover off, and the simulation's a little silly there. We have to go inside to take the cover off, but be that as it may, it's it's a quick and easy solution. So here we're going to go inside, and we see this. I've got it set up so you can see this device here, which controls the simulation to some degree. We will take the rain cover off. We also take the engine covers off, and we can't do the latter because the canopy is not open at this point. We can do that later. We can take the pins off, and take them off here, and that should be good. Let's have a look. Yeah, it shows guys in there. I'm going to actually remove the rear seater here. I can do that. I can't take the front seater out for some reason, but we won't show him. Oh, while we're here, I should show you this also. This simulation has an ability to display a original classic cockpit, or you can go to a new modern cockpit, glass cockpit. This battery's not on, so you can't see the display, but we'll be working with the classic for today. There's a little magic bolt right here, and I can make this guy disappear by doing so, using that bolt, or bringing it back. There we go again. I don't think we'll need it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so there's our situation now. And, front seater, I can't get rid of him. It's a greenhouse in there. We better go rescue him. So, in this cockpit, we have to release this guy, and then we're going to go down. Let's see, I believe it's that button here. We're going to have to turn a battery on, and then we're going to hit this button, hopefully. Yep, that did it. That opened the canopy. So, let's proceed from here. What else do we need to do? I guess it's time to look at the checklist. Oh, by the way, we've already loaded it up with fuel. This use at 50% in all the tanks. You could go in there and you can change all these things if you like, but we've got that set for 50% for today. But we'll go to the checklist and bring it down here where we can see it easily. Before engine starts, that is largely already done because it's everything off, all the switches off. So we're going to start with engine start. We've got our battery on, so we can highlight that and go down here and put a check in there. The generator, we need to turn that on. Where the heck is it? This little guy will lead us there. There is the generator switch. We'll turn that on by clicking on it with the mouse. Let's click that off. The throttle. It's over here. I can move it with my joystick throttle lever. You can see it. It says to put it at idle, so we're going to keep it at idle. Next is the ignition booster switch, which wants us to leave off for now. So it is in the off position. The fuel tank we're going to use is the fuselage tank. And there are several, and we'll set this to fuse. Okay. The fuel tanks, these are all in the off position. Check that off. Now we're going to go over to the starter switch. This is when things get interesting. This sometimes is giving me trouble. Let's see how it goes today. Flip this guard up, and we're going to put it into position 1 and position, no, position 1, position 2. Yes, there we go. So there's, and with luck, the engine's going to start up. Let's have a look. Do we have any activity here? I can hear a little. Ooh. Backing up a delta there. Anything else happening on this engine pan? I don't know. Damn. Let's go back down there and see if we can coax this thing into starting. Maybe it's not in a full position. Ah. There we go. Sorry, folks. It's a tricky one. You need to get it all the way over. And you can hear the engine starting to wind up a bit. So get a check on that. The next one is at 9% RPM, and I'm just going to do that. Figure we're at 9% right now. It's hard to see on that dial. I'm going to turn this guy on. Oops. And that should help. At 24% RPM, we're supposed to release the starter switch. I've found this often kills the engine, so oops, let's go back in. Yeah, let's go down there and put it to the middle position. Oh boy. Hopefully this does not turn the engine off. I have had that problem. Doesn't sound like it. So good there. And then we're going to check the temperatures and pressures and all the engine gauges and such that we have here. I'm going to bring this out of the way. Have a look down here. Pressure, we're in the green. Fuel, oil pressure, fuel pressure is good. I'm not sure what we got here. Hydraulic pressure, clock, flap setting, and your flight instruments, exhaust temperature. I think we're looking pretty good. So let's go back to the checklist, see if there's, I think we're good there, so we can check that off. And go to engine warm-up. It wants us to put the throttle at 68%, so I'm going to bring it up. We're somewhere around 68, pretty close, and then bring it down to idle. I guess checking our pressures and temperatures, making sure nothing is out of bounds there. Bring it back down rapidly to idle. Done that. We check those temperatures and pressures. We're going to make sure now that our dive flaps are not on. You'll see, when they are on, this little button will light up. I'm going to put them on to demonstrate that. There they are. They're underneath the airplane. We see them. Yeah, there they are. Here, get this out of the way for a minute. Yeah, there's the dive flaps. We'll bring them back up. Get them out of the way. So what's next? Dive flaps are good. Wing flaps, they want us to have 60% flaps, I believe, for takeoff. So this thing's in the way. That's going to be 3 hits with the flap button. 1, 2, 3. Split flaps here. And so that's good. and the inverter switch. I don't know where that is, so it's going to take us to it, hopefully. Where are we? Where is this inverter switch? Oh, it's right here, so we're going to flip that up. What does this one say? Fuel. Well, everything else is green. This one I've had problems with in the simulator. Fuel reserve is low. We're not going to bother with that one right now. The other thing we're going to have to do is get this canopy back up, or back down, sorry. So we're going to go for a partial close. It'll give a little air in the, and hopefully this will work. Did it work? Not yet. Let's try again. I've had trouble with this too. Partial close. Go. Not doing it. Oh boy. Wasting time here. Can't go taxiing around with this thing. It disappears and then he reappears in the simulation. How are we gonna do this? Did that do it? Yes, it did. If you look really closely, it's a crack open right here. You can see that up here too. The windows, there's a little air that can come in. So now we're ready to taxi. We just need to release the emergency or the parking brake, which is right here. Get the joystick moving here, and let's taxi out and end this. Try not to hit the ground, guys. They're not too smart. You can actually slice right through them. And I'm going to end the video here. We got her started.